Allow your facial muscles to soften and release. Attention moves inward. And so an invitation to bring your awareness to your breath. And so placing one hand on your belly, maybe noticing that as we inhale, things expand. On exhale, things contract. So on inhale, belly moves out. Exhale, belly moves in. And then when you're ready, placing your other hand on your chest and notice the pattern of breathing between your belly and your upper torso. And now see if you can begin to deepen your inhale and lengthen your exhale. When we lengthen our exhale, it engages the relaxation response, allowing us to let go of tension and stress. And then see if you can begin to smooth out your breath so your inhales and exhales flow easily into each other. At any point, if you notice your mind gets distracted and wants to wander off, know that that's okay. That's the nature of our mind. Simply bring your awareness back to your breath. And so if you're comfortable with the breathing exercise, feel free to rest your hands on your thighs, palm up or down as desired. And then see if you can bring a quality of softness to your breath. Pardon me. So you might imagine that you just tasted something delicious. Or if you have a fur baby, you might imagine that you're petting your pet. And then see if you can bring some of that same softness to areas of your body that you feel are too tight or knotted. Our breath is long and smooth and soft as we breathe in and as we breathe out. And just for a few more breaths, or as long as feels comfortable, keeping this simple breathing exercise flowing. And so if you notice that your mind gets distracted and wants to wander off, maybe this time explore bringing your awareness to the sounds around you. Sound is in the present moment. So I can hear the ticking of the old clock in my living room. I can hear my breath. And so maybe noticing the gentle tone of my voice in a loving way, bring your awareness back to your breath. So your old friend, your breath. And wherever you are in your breath cycle, let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. Your natural rhythm may be observing the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. And then drop your chin towards your chest and gradually blink your eyes. And so we are falling awake, not asleep. Falling awake, not asleep. And now that said, notice if you felt a subtle shift in your energy. And so when we practice these simple breathing exercises, it acts like a bridge between our body and our mind. And I like to think our body, mind, and spirit. And so from here, let's bring our hands together, rub your hands vigorously, energize your hands, warm up your hands. And then taking your hands just a few inches apart, maybe notice a little warmth or heat between your hands. And bring your palms together, rubbing your hands. So while you're rubbing up your hands, notice where your body's talking to you. So you might notice a place where you feel like you're holding stress or tension. And then bring some of that loving energy from your hands to that place. And so open to receive. And then rubbing our hands together again. Think of a new place and place your hand there, your hands. And release. And so from here, let's transition into a gentle warm up for our neck. So begin with drawing your chin towards your chest. And then on inhale, looking up, so maybe your eyes meet where the wall meets the ceiling. Bring your chin towards your chest. Inhale, look up. And bring your chin, so your head back to neutral. Turn your gaze looking past your shoulder. And then moving from side to side as if nodding no. Your belly is soft, breath is quiet. Bring your head back to neutral. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. If you'd like, you can place your hand on the other side of your head, gentle pressure, and then switch sides. And release. And so from here, let's come into a movement called cat and cow. And so when you're ready with your hands resting on your thighs, your knees, on an exhale, round your spine. So your hands slide towards your knees, chin in. On inhale, sliding your hands towards your hip creases, arch your back. So open up your heart, shoulders back and down. Exhale, round your back. As you round your back, draw your belly in towards your spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And come on back to neutral spine as you're ready. Release your arms down by your side, and as if you're reaching to pick something up from the floor, reach your hand down. And you're holding the side of the chair if that feels stable for you. So might inhale to one side, exhale to the other. And come on back to your neutral spine. Rest your hands on your thighs, your knees, and we'll come into a gentle twist. So twisting from side to side. And moves towards your hip. And so we're not going to our full range of motion here. This is a gentle twist. And of course, naturally, our head wants to move in the same direction that we're twisting. And then as ready, come on back to a neutral spine. Release your arms by your side, rest your hands on your thighs, your knees. And take a moment to notice how those movements in the spine made you feel. You might notice any subtle sensations. So with your hands resting on your thighs, imagine that you're playing piano. So maybe you move from your pinky across and then switching the direction, brain game, and then air piano. Circle your wrists in one direction. Circle your wrists in the opposite direction. Bring your thumbs to touch each one of your fingertips. So peace begins with me. And then when you're ready, stretch your palms, make soft fists. Stretch your palms, soft fists. And if you'd like, extend. So extend your arms in front of you, stretch your palms. Make soft fists and draw your hands back. Stretch your palms, soft fists, draw your arms back. And so you might feel your shoulder blades moving towards each other. And stretch your palms, soft fists, and back. When you're ready, arms by your side, turn your palms face up, take your fingertips to your shoulders, and then imagine you're drawing circles with your elbow points. Or you actually don't need to imagine, you can draw circles. See if you can create a little half smile, like a little Buddha smile. And then reverse the direction. And then as you're ready, float your arms down. And shake out. And go. And so let your breath settle, let it come back to your natural rhythm. And you're noticing any subtle sensations. So from here, let's come into an eagle pose. So feet are firmly placed on the floor, on your footrest, sits bones are sharp on the chair. Your spine is long, shoulders back and down. And then when you're ready, I'd like to invite you to cross your forearms, fingers reaching up towards the sky. So this might be your pose today. It might feel okay to reach your elbow point into the opposite elbow crease. Maybe the backs of your hands come together. Maybe you're able to interlace your hands. And so if you'd like, you could, if your backs to your hands are not touching, you bring your fingers into mudra. So index fingers pressing into your thumbs. On inhale, reach up a little higher. And exhale, lower down. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, lowering down. Oh, eagle pose. And spread your wings, float your arms down. Whew, and feel your work. Okay. So whatever we practice on one side, we practice on the other if possible. And so as you're ready, this time cross the opposite. So forearms, the opposite. Switch up which one was in front and back. Maybe the backs of your hands touch. Maybe you're able to bring your elbow point to elbow crease. Interlacing your hands. So maybe you'd like to come into mudra. So whatever your pose is today, and inhale, reach up a little higher, and exhale, lower. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, lower. And so remember to breathe. And release. Put your arms down. Whew, and we'll shake out. Take a moment, let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. And soft Buddha belly, quiet breath. And so when you're ready, draw your hands in towards your hip creases. As you do, begin to turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. So careful not to throw your head back. If you are forward in your chair, it might feel okay to interlace your hands behind your back. And so careful not to throw your head back. You might have open palms on your lower back. Spread your fingers wide. So gentle back bend. And we'll stay here for a few breaths or as long as feels comfortable. When you're ready, come on back to your neutral spine. Draw your hands in towards your hip creases. And then hinging from the hips, rock forward. So come forward with a flat back. Tuck your chin in slightly. And then on inhale, rock back up. So in your own time and rhythm, for a few more breaths, keeping this gentle rocking movement flowing. And as ready, come back to neutral spine. And so let's come into movement that I like to call stirring the pot. And so moving from your shoulders, circle forward and circle back. So you can move, of course, in your own time and rhythm, moving with your breath. And as you begin to feel your lower back, hips soften and release, you see if you can go a little bit deeper, drive your shoulders towards your knees. So of course, we're not going to come all the way down. And then as ready, reverse the direction. And slowly make your way back to neutral spine. Relax your arms by your side. Take a moment. Notice how you feel. So not about what we look like in a yoga practice, not about the shape. The diagnostic tool is how do I feel? And so no judgment. Yoga meets us right where we are, exactly where we are. And so let's go for a swim. So reaching your arms up as high as feels comfortable for you. And then backstroke. So motion is lotion. We need to get gentle movement into our day. And when you're ready, maybe breaststroke, whoosh, whoosh. And then how about side stroke? Whoa. Other side. And then butterfly. And then as ready, let your arms slow down. Rest your hands on your thighs and let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. Soft Buddha belly, quiet breath. Notice how you feel. And so let's come into one more movement for shoulders. And so this is a flow. So we're going to move from pose to pose. So linking your breath with your movements. And so sitting up nice and tall, bend your elbows, palms face each other. Draw your forearms together. Inhale, open your chest. So you might imagine you have a walnut between your shoulder blades. You're trying to crack it. Draw your elbow points down towards the earth. Turn your palms face in. Reach up to the sky. Hinging from the hips, come forward. Take hold of the underside of your chair. Pressing down through your inner heels, come back up. Bend your elbows, palms face each other. Draw your forearms together. Inhale, open your chest. Elbow points down towards the earth. Turn your palms face in. Reach up to the sky. Hinging from the hips, rock forward. Take hold of the underside of your chair. Tuck your chin in slightly. Pressing down through your inner heels, come back up. One more round. Elbows are bent, palms face each other. Draw your forearms together. Inhale, open your chest. Elbow points down towards the earth. Turn your palms face in. Reach up to the sky. Hinging from the hips, come forward. Pressing down through your inner heels, coming back up. And this time, just coming back up to neutral spine, resting your hands on your thighs or your knees, and take a rest. Oh. So let's come into the movements in the spine now that we're all warmed up. And so we'll begin with a side bend. And so take hold of the underside of your chair. Release your opposite arm by your side. Turn your palm face up. Soft bend in your elbow and take your arm up into the gold pose. Maybe it feels good to rest your hand on your shoulder. It might feel okay to reach up and over. So today I'm going to have my arm in gold pose with my hand resting on my shoulder. And so whatever your pose is, come into your side bend. Turn your gaze down towards the floor to release your neck. And then breathe into your ribcage. So can you imagine breathing in below your ribcage? And slowly come out of the pose on the side, float your arm down. Ooh. Take a moment and we'll come into it on the other side. And so it's ready, take hold of the underside of your chair, release your opposite arm by your side, palm face up. Bring your arm into gold pose or whatever position feels good for you today. Come into your side bend. Keep your sit bone that you're moving away from on the chair. Turn your gaze down towards the floor and breathe into your ribcage. Can you imagine breathing in below your ribcage? And release. So let's come into the side bend one more time on each side. And this time I'd like you to notice the things that have been shifted a bit. If it feels a little bit different. So take hold of the underside of your chair. Release your opposite arm by your side. Palm face up. Take your arm into a gold pose. Maybe hand on your shoulder. Maybe it feels okay to reach up and over, and then come into your side bend. Turn your gaze down towards the floor to release your neck, and breathe into your side body, into your rib cage. Can you imagine breathing in below your rib cage? Slowly come out of the pose on the side. Take a moment and we'll come into it on the other side. So take hold of the underside of your chair. If you're a wheelchair user, you might want to take hold of your wheel, whatever feels stable for you. Release your opposite arm by your side, palm face up. Arm comes into goalpost, maybe your hands resting on your shoulder. Maybe arm reaches up overhead. Come into your side bend. Keep your sit bone on the chair. So can you feel you're creating space in your rib cage? And slowly come on out of the pose on this side. Arms by your side, then take a moment, let your breath settle. And so from here, let's go into a seated twist. And so the version I'd like to teach today is, to start with, if possible, bring your feet a little wider than outer hip bone distance. Make sure that your knees are tracking over your ankles. It's okay to have your toes turned out. So let's bring our palms together in prayer. Lift your elbows slightly. Inhale, lengthen your spine, so creating space between each vertebrae, and then bring your elbow point down to your thigh. Lift your opposite elbow up towards the sky. If it feels okay, turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. And slowly, as you're ready, come back to a neutral spine. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Bring your elbow point down to your thigh. Lift your opposite elbow up. Turn your gaze up towards the sky. Press into the palms of your hands. Then slowly, as you're ready, come on back to a neutral spine. Release your arms by your side and take a rest. And so let's come into another variation of the twist. And so for this, still these are a little wider than outer hip bone distance if possible. Sit up nice and tall. Reach one hand across the outside of your knee or thigh. Your other hand comes beside you or behind you. So you notice we're already into the twist at this point. So you might want to explore going a little deeper if it's not contraindicated. And so you inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, beginning at the base of your spine, moving one vertebrae at a time. Up. Our head turns last. And soften your shoulders away from your ears. Soft Buddha belly, quiet breath. When you're ready, unwind, come back, center. Take a moment and we'll come into the twist on the other side. So reach your hand across to the outside of your knee or thigh. Other hand comes beside you or behind you. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. Head turns last. So see if you can resist the temptation to move your head to its full range of motion. You notice how it feels to untwist your head a little bit. Soft Buddha belly, quiet breath. And slowly unwind, we'll meet back at center. And now let's rock and roll. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, twist. So going into your twist. So we reach up, inhale, go into your twist on your exhale. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, twist. So one last time. Breathing in, reaching up. Exhale, twist. And slowly come on back to neutral spine. And so side bends, twists are pretty intense spinal movements. So we need to realign our spine, and we can do that with a seated forward fold. And so I'll give a few options for how deep you might want to go into the pose. And so taking hold of the underside of your chair. Sit up tall, hinging from the hips, come forward. So this might be your forward bend today. It might feel comfortable bringing your forearms down to your thighs, letting your head hang slightly. So maybe nod yes and no. And so whatever your pose is today, I'd like to invite you to breathe into your lower back. Or imagine that your lungs are in your lower back. You notice how you feel in the forward fold. So forward bends typically are calming for our nervous system. And slowly as ready, come out of the pose by pressing down through your inner heels. Place one hand on each near thigh, come on back up. In preparation for sun salutations. So sun salutations are heating, strengthening. And so when you're ready, sitting up nice and tall, arms by your side, palms face up, so mountain pose. Take your hands to your heart center, so your hands can be open or maybe palms together. Reach up to the sky. Hinging from the hips, rock forward. Take hold of the underside of your chin. Tuck your chin in slightly. Then pressing down through your inner heels, so it might be an energetic pressing down. Reach your arms up to the sky. So downward facing dog, your arms are on a diagonal. Place your hands on your knees, your thighs. Drop your chin towards your chest. On inhale, lift your heart, lift up through the crown of your head. Baby Cobra. As ready, round your back, so hands slide towards your knees. As you round your back, draw your belly in towards your spine. On inhale, arch your back, hands slide towards your hip creases. Exhale, round your back. As you round your back, draw your belly in towards your spine. And slowly come on back to neutral spine. Release your arms by your side, palms face up, mountain pose. Take your hands to your heart center. Reach up to the sky. Hinging from the hips, come forward. Pressing down through your inner heels, come into downward facing dog. So arms are on a diagonal, so your hands reach towards where the ceiling meets the wall. Place your hands on your knees, your thighs. Drop your chin towards your chest. Lift your heart, lift up through the crown of your head, baby Cobra. Round your back. As you round your back, draw your belly in towards your spine. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round. And when you're ready, hinging from the hips, come into a forward fold. And then pressing down through your inner heels, this time reach your arms up to the sky. So maybe your hands come together in prayer down through the heart. And so let's come into one more round. So arms by your side, mountain pose. Take your hands to your heart center, reach up to the sky. Hinging from the hips, come forward. Pressing down through your inner heels, come into downward facing dog. Place your hands underneath your thighs, drop your chin towards your chest, lift your heart center, lift up through the crown of your head, baby cobra. Round your back. As you round your back, draw your belly in towards your spine. On inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round. And when you're ready, hinging from the hips, come forward. And reach your arms up to the sky. Palms come together in prayer down through the heart. Place one hand on your Buddha belly, the other on your heart center. And maybe take a moment to notice the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. And so from here, we'll transition into a breathing exercise, a guided meditation, and your final relaxation. So come on, seated comfortably back in your chair. I think I'm going to come forward a little bit for this piece. And so roll your shoulders back and down just a few times. And so the practice I'd like to share with you, I'm just going to bring my screen down a little bit more. I know some of you are familiar with, maybe others are not. And so this is called alternate nostril breathing. And it's a lovely, powerful practice that can engage a relaxation response. So rest and digest. And so when you're ready, sitting comfortably, effortlessly upright. So essentially, it's just what it sounds like, alternate nostril breathing. And so when you're ready, take your right hand up to your nose, block off your right nostril and inhale through your left nostril. Lower your arm down and exhale. Take your left hand up to your left nostril, block it off, inhale right. Lower your arm down, exhale. And so an invitation to keep this going in your own time and rhythm for a few more breaths. So on your next inhale, keeping it going from side to side. So I want you to inhale into the opposite side of your brain. And then when you're ready, just let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. And so maybe noticing if you felt a subtle shift in your energy. And so from here, we'll transition into a guided meditation. And so for this practice, an invitation to place your hands in what's called a mudra. And so mudras are hand gestures, and they were created to help us focus our mind. And so this is called the Mudra of Calm abiding. So you place your hands, palms face down on your thighs. And draw your hands in towards your hip creases. So we can think of when we bring our hands into mudra, if you'd like, think of it as maybe a symbol of connecting with your higher self or your higher power. And so feel free to close your eyes softly or soften your gaze. And so breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I'm breathing out. As my in-breath grows deep, my out-breath grows slow. And breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. And so we'll sit and breathe together for a few moments with a gentle reminder. Breathing. Come into whatever comfortable sitting position you'd like for your final relaxation. Make sure you have what you need to stay warm. So sometimes a blanket, a bit of weight on our thighs can encourage a grounding sensation. And so roll your shoulders back and down just a few times. So we are not scrunching our shoulder blades together, allowing our shoulders to soften away from our ears. Rest your hands, palms face up or down as desired. Close your eyes softly if that feels comfortable for you, or soften your gaze. Soft Buddha belly, the area between our navel and our pubic bone. The soft palms, quiet breath. Allow your breath to reflect the pose. Relax your jaw and clench your teeth. Let there be a little space between your teeth. Soften your lower jaw. Soften around your temples. Soften the area between your eyebrows. Wide forehead. Silently, if you'd like, on inhale, say let. On exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. It's challenging to quiet the mind, placing your hands on our Buddha belly and bringing your awareness to our breath can be helpful. Without changing anything, bring your awareness back to your breath. Thank your body again. And so our bodies are the best home our mind will ever have. And now see if you can begin to deepen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes, hands and feet, waking up. Rub the tips of your fingers with your thumbs if you like. And come on up, seated comfortably to finish your yoga practice. And so, maybe an invitation to take your hands into prayer pose above your heart center. And to take a moment to honor yourself for showing up for yoga practice today. And so the teacher in me honors and appreciates the teacher in each of you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So Shanti means peace. So Om, be like silently or out loud. Peace, peace, peace. And so notice how you feel before and after your yoga practice. Questions or feedback, always love to hear from you. And so feel free to hang out for a few minutes if you'd like. And so I'm not sure if you take yourselves off mute or if my lovely tech host does that. You guys do it for yourselves. Yeah.
Thank you, Bobbie.
You're welcome.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Oh,
He somehow had to cut me off and start me up again. There was some kind of a technical difficulty.
Oh.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I have a little
I
difficulty.
couldn't get in.
Yeah, anybody else? Everybody else got in okay?
No, we started a little late today. That's why everybody was in the waiting. So when we started, everybody joined.
Yeah. So Donna and Bill, you're welcome. Came up in chat. So I always love to see you, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day.
And you too.
I'm going for a walk on the beach.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful.
Bobbie,
Thank you, Bobbie. I'm
You're-
in Vancouver now.
Oh, nice. Welcome
So
back.
Saturday. I was
Oh,
back Saturday. It's beautiful, beautiful in Vancouver
yeah, I'm sure
compared
it's good.
to Los Angeles.
there's
Oh.
snowdrops everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's great, great to be back.
good to be home, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, spring's around the corner. Signs
Yes.
of
Bobbie,
Thank
you.
you'll
Thank
send the link for the Friday class?
sure, you bet.
I was going to request you to send notice to the Senior Services Society, so we'll have more seniors attending the.
Oh, sure.
Who is responsible for? Do you do the sending of the notice?
Actually, ConnecTogether does.
Oh, connect. So
Yeah.
can you just request them? It's called Senior Services Society of BC.
Yeah, so Mercedes, if you actually have to go to the website, ConnecTogether website,
Yeah.
and if they register, they'll receive an invite.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, just like you are.
Okay, I will do that and let them know.
Yeah, would love to have them participate for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you curious? Are you still involved with the Native Friendship Center? Or I forget what they were called.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will do.
Oh. We'll chat some other time.
Thank you.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.
Bobbie.
Thank you very much. Thanks, ConnecTogether.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Connecta.
Come. Okay, Bobbie.
All right.
So you do this on Connect on Friday also?
No, I do. I have 2 private classes I teach.
Yeah,
on.
exactly, because I didn't see anything on it for Friday.
Yeah, no, just
Yeah.
Wednesday for ConnecTogether.
Okay, see you next week.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.